So be like the Bill Murray, who is this great, loving, wonderful person, but also has limits and gets agitated at people and doesn't want to deal with your crap. Like you can be all of the things. You do not have to reject this. When you're sad, be sad. That's okay. You don't have to stay there and try to focus on like positive things so that you don't have to stay there. But when you're feeling sad, don't get mad at yourself for being sad. It's okay. It's okay to feel. Hello, potatoes, and welcome back to another collective message. And if you have never been here before, my name is Amber, and I am an intuitive healer, and I channel messages from spirit that are hopefully useful to you along your path. So let's see, what is today's message going to be about? I'm going to pull from my dream cards today. So a visual, I'm feeling visual today. Ooh, so this is the unfamiliar, secret, or unused room. So is there a part of yourself that you are accessing currently? Somewhere, a part of yourself that you have thus far not accessed, or maybe it's a part of yourself that is new, that unexplored. This part of yourself has always been there, but it's just now you have access to it, or maybe you are trying to further delve into a certain part of yourself. Maybe you're looking at healing within yourself, or maybe you're trying to become something else in the world. Maybe, this could be applied to so many different things, but there is something, some area in life in regards to yourself that you are now exploring. Pardon me if I'm a little sniffly. I don't know why all of a sudden I had an intense burst I was trying to hold it back, but I was having an intense emotional. So potentially some could be delving into more emotional areas of their life. There could be situations in your life right now that might be a little bit more heavy, that are bringing up this heavier energy, the part of yourself that might be triggered by heavier energies. So maybe you're just feeling those a little bit stronger right now. And anytime you get close to a full moon, which are we at? Is it this week? I think it's Sunday. That when you get closer to a full moon, those energies start to get a little bit intense, more intense. So let me just blow my nose real quick, just so I'm not sniffling through the whole thing. I tend to feel big emotions. All right, so yes, let's see what further Spirit wants to say about this. I think I'm going to pull from this deck. I haven't done this one. What further would you like to say? Ooh, healing. Healing, positive transformation is occurring on a soul level. The answer to your question is yes. So if there is a part of yourself that you're like, should I go there? Should I look at these things, these parts of myself? If there's this unexplored territory that you're like, just like, oh, I don't want to look at that. Oh, I don't want to explore that. Spirit is saying, yes, explore it. I'm getting like the image of with this, the unexplored room is, there's a movie. What is that movie? The Others, where there was this traumatic event that they had forgotten, which was their own death. And is this the right movie I'm remembering? And the door was, oh yeah, she couldn't access this one room. And within that room, I believe there was like some type of truth. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but this is the image that came up from the Spirit gave to me, is the picture or the image of the thing, and she couldn't see the blockage in front of the door and why she couldn't open this door. And it wasn't until she had the realization of what had truly occurred that she was able to see the truth of why this door was blocked off. Hopefully that's the right movie that I'm remembering. I believe so. So yeah, if you want, actually, great movie. I highly recommend for those that are interested in that. So yeah, it's very much the go into that room. It's the yes to access the parts of yourself that are you feel are unexplored, or maybe there's, or even if it's not necessarily a sad thing or whatever, like maybe it's not heavy. Maybe there's a part of yourself that you're just wanting to develop further or something. And Spirit's like, yes, go into that room. Go into the unexplored parts of yourself. They are waiting, they are ready to be accessed. This is the time. This is the big yes time for accessing those parts of yourself. So let's see. What else, Spirit? Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. Okay, so I guess we're getting majorly nudged that these are heavier energies, and that's why I've got the these are heavier energies, and that's why, yeah, definitely I'm feeling it. And gosh, it's so crazy. It's so weird that I feel the energy of a reading and the tears and the emotions. So I really do apologize if that, oh, we're going to go with that one too. So you also got casket. I'm not making this up. So yes, very heavier energies. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So this could be very much about loss. For some, maybe they're dealing with loss in their life right now. Maybe you have lost somebody, and that is pulling up this great emotional release for you. Or maybe it's in the past you've experienced some type of loss that you've potentially buried and didn't really examine fully. And Spirit is saying that this is the time to look at those things, to dig them up. And a lot of people say, don't dig things up, like there's this kind of like, oh no, leave it in the past. But if it wasn't properly dealt with in the past, then dig it up, we don't have to just leave things in the past. We don't need to like dwell there or anything. But if it's something that affects you today, that you feel like it's like an echo of, past whatever, and it's just like puh, 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 puh. Your life is basically an echo of this one moment, this one traumatic event. I mean, look at what your life is and then see if you can follow the breadcrumbs back. And if you find that it's some type of traumatic event, Spirit is saying revisit that, cry your tears, whatever the emotions that come up within it, go into that room of sadness and sorrow, and explore it and turn the lights on. Basically make it not scary and dark anymore. Make it a part of you. I was just watching this great video, and it was about an Indian healer. And this is so weird because he literally just talked about this same thing. And it was interesting because I was talking about it in a prior reading, and sometimes I question myself as like this, intuitive healer. We're humans still, and we all struggle with feelings of imposter syndrome or whatever, all those self-doubt and everything. And I struggle with those too. And hearing him validate some of the thoughts that I have about grief and pain was really great. And what he was saying was that he was talking about depression, and he was using depression as like a person that would come and visit, like that was, he was telling a story about depression as this depression coming in and like speaking, like coming into his home, living in his home uninvited. And then he made friends with depression and fully embraced depression. And then so whenever depression would come over, depression would ask to come in, and he would say, yes, you can come in. And then when he would ask depression to leave, depression would leave. So it's basically embracing the sad parts of yourself, to not just be like, that's not me. I'm not this sad person. I'm not that experience. Like, you're not the experience, but you do have emotion. You do experience these emotions. They're a part of you. So saying that they're this other thing, that they are a manifestation of this other self, is not true, because you are all these selves. You are the angry self too. Bill Murray is a great example. I recently watched this documentary about Bill Murray, and just like, I didn't even know he was this really enlightened person, and he is. And so I was very much in awe of him and going, wow, Bill Murray, oh my gosh, he's got it. But then, of course, I started doing research on Bill Murray, and then all these videos come up of him being like angry sometimes, and, like getting agitated at people wanting this or wanting that. And I was like, oh, well, okay, he experiences though still these human emotions of anger and like agitation and acting out at people, and he doesn't reject that side of himself. So there was a moment where because I reject those parts of myself sometimes, I was being triggered by that. I was like, well, maybe he's not so enlightened after all. And that's not true, is because all of the parts of yourself that are angry or sad, or these things that we typically shun away from in society, where, people are like, I don't want to see you cry. Oh, like, we don't want you to be sad. Or, there's this kind of reaction to having these heavier, emotions, and they're rejected, and they're kind of like put away for like private time. And that's the actual sad part about it, actually. If you think about it, that's the sad part, is that we kind of shun these things away. And it's not true that they need to be shunned away or that they're bad. And so to dissociate or shut them away in like this separate dark room and to not look at them, it's one of the biggest untruths of our life and this realm, this paradigm, is that emotion, like heavier, ooh, I'm getting itchies, spirits coming through, but that these heavier, like anger and sadness, are to be shunned, and they are totally acceptable experiences in this life, and they do not need to be shunned away. So be like the Bill Murray, who is this great, loving, wonderful person, but also has limits and gets agitated at people and doesn't want to deal with your crap. Like, you can be all of the things. You do not have to reject this. When you're sad, be sad. That's okay. You don't have to stay there, and try to focus on like positive things so that you don't have to stay there. But when you're feeling sad, don't get mad at yourself for being sad. It's okay. It's okay to feel. When you have something like casket or negative things come up into your reality, it's okay to feel those. It's okay to be, when somebody does something to you that triggers something within you that makes you angry and you lash out, it's okay to feel that and have that reaction. Obviously, within limits, don't ever like go into somebody's physical space, and when you do have those moments, please apologize that if you hurt somebody with your outburst. But it is okay when somebody is coming into your space and triggering some type of emotional reaction to let them know, hey, that's not okay. And if it comes out sometimes negatively, that's okay too. And you can forgive yourself and ask for, forgiveness from the other person. Big emotions and these negative emotions, it's not true. It's not real. They should be just as acceptable in society as happiness and joy and laughter and fun and excitement. And these, it's not, what's not okay is that the other is just completely shunned away. And it's not helpful at all, because a lot of us spend time just shutting away our sadness privately and living there privately, and in kind of a cycle where we're not able to get out of that sad moment because we're only experiencing it privately and and it just feels like, oh no, like I just need to get out of this. I need to manhandle this and shove it down so we can get back to the happiness. And Spirit wants you to know it's okay. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel everything. I don't know if any of that I just went off on a tangent. What do you want to say, Spirit? Trust. It took a while for that to come out. I was wondering if Spirit even wanted that. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So just listening to that voice within, going within and knowing that everything that comes up is for you. And it's okay, that it's okay to be in that coven power of sisterhood and to connect with others too. That you do not need to, that other people in this world, the people that love and care about you, they do not want you to shut yourself away just because you, and two, that they want to help you grow. There's very, like this, I got this in another reading recently, and it's people growing together, and that trust that others have like, okay, we come here with like this soul family. So a lot of the experiences that you're experiencing, the heavier stuff, your soul family has also experienced or potentially is actually experiencing the same thing at the same time. So a lot of this heavier stuff, you're all kind of going through it at the same time. So to lock those away and to not share them with others is actually kind of doing yourselves a disservice. You could be like collaborating together on like these heavier things to work through them. And I know a lot of us are like, I just want to hear the stuff in like the material realm, but like, it's really not what we're here to do. So sorry to burst your bubble, but all this like material stuff, it's not really what we're here to do. So, but I'm just saying that if you're wanting to get back into the material world and get back to the happiness and like the fun and the joy and stuff of life, is to really like bring out into the open these heavier aspects, make them okay, validate yourself in these moments of heavier emotions and say, hey, it's okay. It's okay that I feel this. I do not need to be anywhere right now. I do not need to be anywhere other than where I exactly am right now. And I'm going to feel what I'm feeling. And I'm not going to try to escape from this. That's what you need to do. Let's see, what else, Spirit? What else? What advice do you have for them right now with these heavier energies? With these heavier energies, what kind of advice do we got? Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Is just be really courageous right now. I know like the heavier stuff is just like, it feels like sometimes it just, you're going to get like washed away in it and taken away and like, oh my gosh, trust and believe I'm going through these things too. Sometimes I feel like I'm just being like drugs. And so if you're currently feeling drugged through the mud of emotion right now, just have courage that everything is for your highest good, that everything that you experience is for your highest good. And know that in those darker moments, that it's not just like Spirit has left you to be in pain or sadness or whatever. They want you to get through this. They want you to be on the other side of something, but they can't what's the word I'm looking for? They can't take the experience from you. Because to deny, there we go, to deny, they can't deny you of that experience, because to deny you of the experience would be to do the biggest disservice to your soul, your soul's growth. And if, let's say, Spirit was just like, here's all the fun and excitement and love and joyous and great and all this, it's only going to be wonderful and you're never going to experience anything. And then you get on the other side and you're like, well, what the heck did I just do? Like, why'd you waste my time like that? Like, I haven't changed at all. I'm still the same. This is that vibe. That's what they're trying to give to you, or what you wanted for yourself. You wanted to grow, and you didn't want, and you can't grow in rainbows and butterflies. That's absolutely true. When things are going great, how much do you change? How much do you evolve when things are going just great all the time? There is little growth in happiness, and happiness is a wonder. Happiness is just the byproduct of working through the crazy, darker, sadder, more painful experiences. Head is itching like crazy. The vow. I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I love the bird there too. Is the vow, the promise, it could be that, just making a promise to yourself that no matter what, you're always, going to take on whatever challenge that comes your way. But more so a vow of like that you're always being guided. So sometimes there's these feelings of like loneliness that come up where we feel as though like God, Spirit, even people in our life have just left us here and we're abandoned and like no one cares about us, and we've just been stuck here in these like repeating cycles of sadness and loneliness, and how are we going to get out of this? And Spirit just wants you to know is that's not true. You're always being guided. You're always being watched over. Your hand is always being held through every moment, especially the darker and more heavier energies, especially right now. So if you need to hear it, Spirit wants you to know your hand right now, and just you can feel it. You can feel, I bet if you just focus in on your hand right now, and you can feel a little bit of warmth. Do you feel that? That's them. That's them. All right, let's pull one last card, and that'll be the reading for today. This was kind of a long one, wasn't it? No, it's not that bad. Man, so weepy-eyed today. Energy work. Working through some things. We're working through some things today. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Oh, I love that. I was just talking about hands. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Okay, well, close your eyes, because I'm sending healing energy to your heart right now. Know that you are so loved. You are so very loved by God, by your guides, by all the people in your life. Feel that love. You're surrounded by so much love. And I'm sending you all my love right now. All my love right into your heart center. Did you feel it? All right, potatoes. That was your reading for the day. I hope that all resonated. I can't imagine there's not one person that it didn't resonate with, because right now is just a heavier energy time. So if you're going through it right now, I'm with you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting weepy-eyed again. I hope you have the most beautiful day. Bye.